My name's Guy Kestevan. I've been going on about bikes for decades, and today on Guy Kest TV with Giro Cycling UK, I'm going to be taking in the new Buzzard route I've put together, which is kind of mixed gravel MTB route from the beautiful village of Ripley and heading out around Nidderdale. So just be a highlights loop, and hope you enjoy it. Starts by rolling out past Ripley Castle, which is always busy, so gentle warm up, take your time, let folk know you're coming, and then drop down the hill. Bike on your right hand side, please. Thank you. Because it's a beautiful view anyway, you know, but you have got this blind corner here, so nice and slowly. Often families and dogs and nans and everyone parked here. But sorry, I'm just checking the view. Stop and check in the view. Mrs K's making me work up here on the e-bike, and bluebells aren't quite out yet. But this can be an absolute carpet of bluebells at the right time of year. This is actually the alignment of the old Roman road to Clint and then on to Ilkley. First bit of light off-road down the Nettle Dash. I've just gravelled this top part, so it's running alright, although the bottom section can still get a bit boggy. And obviously still a popular area. Get quite a few horse riders around here, so like the rest of the route, you know, just be steady, be polite, be nice, say hi, give way to other trail users. Let's make ourselves popular. Top of Burstwick on the road now. Then we just peel off down Mid Lane here, heading for some more off-road. And the Highland Cows. That's Ziggy and Mars Bar, the Highland Cows at Burstwick. This is the first little technical climb section if you're on a gravel bike. If you're on a mountain bike, no problem at all, but it's a bit lumpy on littler tyres. Fine, the whole route is fine on a gravel bike. Oh, and this grassy climb's a bit of a pig, right, especially if it's wet. Right. And then you need to make sure you do this little left-hand turn halfway up. But it's a lovely little single track, slightly cobbly, few rocks, down to the Packhorse Bridge, which is definitely a picnic and photo spot. And now we're into Darley and off down the bridleway, and then dropping down to the river again. But don't get too carried away down here because there's a gate coming up. There's definitely a prize for the first people to ride up these steps. Oh, to be fair, riding them down them was quite a tricky little moment. Yes, this is the river I wade across when you were pregnant, dear. It's lovely bringing your wife along. She adds all sorts of commentaries. Cheers, Mrs K. And then up through the wood towards the ice cream parlour and Pateley Road, although ice cream parlour's not open yet. Don't go too mental on this bit, it's quite a long climb. The majority of it's the other side of the road, so don't burn your matches too early, folks. You're just onto the road for a very short bit. Oh. Up here. And it starts off tarmac, because of the clockwise way, try to make it easier by putting a lot of the climbing on tarmac apart from the Brimham climb, so it's just probably the way to go if it's your first time round descents aren't quite as techy, and the climbs are a little bit easier clockwise. But it works really well both ways around. So through the climb yard, bridleway sign. Oh, and the gate's open. Look at that. We're above the snow line in mid-April. Near cast a clout till May is out, as the old farmers say around here. You can see why. And there's the little church at the top of Stripes Lane there. Last little pull up the grass to the top, and there's a little road section as well. And then you pop out top of Hartwith here. And if you want the shorter route without as much climbing, you just go straight on to the little Buzzard. And you're still getting some amazing views over to the moors. But today, you're in full Buzzard, big Buzzard, whatever you want to call it. So we're down here, with the views today. By the way, down here, don't go onto the footpath. It looks tempting, but it's a dead end in terms of gates. Look at the view on that though, eh? Sorry, I forgot to put the camera on and explain that this is a little bit lumpy and a little bit narrow, especially on drop bars.
Oh, guess how many times I fell off?
There's no pushing involved.
Well done. But then levels out. That's the technical bit of that, and obviously it's a technical bit of climbing as well. But yeah, it's a bit more flowy from here on in. Whee! But yeah, for those of you who were concerned it was mostly a boring road route, Mr. Malloy, I think there's enough spice on here for most people. Certainly the drop bar and no dropper crowd. Right, and here's some merry Buzzard flyers going the other way around. And Smelt Bakes is open, so that's a good sign.
It's a grand day out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Smelt Bakes
Busy.
is baking, definitely.
Mint, we best crack on.
All right.
Right, see you later,
Good to
lads.
see you. Take care. Always a problem.
He's wearing his lad's tights, that's what it is. See you later. Hey, Stewie! Hey, hang on. Sorry, just chatting to the lad. And then again, you're just dropping down to the road again here, so be careful. We don't want to have to replace this gate out of the Harrogate Mountain Bike Funds. And now you're dropping into Summerbridge. Again, can be a bit busy. We need stores. There's Summerbridge stores down there. Go see Jimmy T in there. But we're just crossing over the road for a little detour down by the river. So again, just drop down to the bridge. And then it's a right turn here. And bridle away alongside the river for a while. And then once you're through Low Lathe, just turn up here onto the Smelt Houses Road. You can start to think about cake now here as well. And the old Mill Lane from the old forges. Where Smelt Houses gets its name, obviously. And then up left to Smelt Bakes, and then Brimham Bridleway. By the way, Smelt Bakes open Friday, well Sunday at the moment, 10 mile 4. And it's just about halfway around, so you get a nice sugar boost. Ready for the climb.
Wow.
And here we are. Smelt Bakes. New cake centre of Brimham Bridleway. Smelt bakes. You can't run away. Oh, Mum, you're going to have to tell us about smelt bakes, Mum.
Please, not me.
Oh, Keith the dog? Is Keith the dog going to help?
Keith the dog quite well.
Is nobody... Well, basically,
Keith's a regular-
fantastic homemade cake. Teas, coffees, pies? Do you do pies as well?
We do pork pies.
Pies, yeah, from Weatherheads, isn't it? Pot pies from Weatherheads. Beautiful sun trap. And a fantastic view. And I don't mean Neil, Amy and Sarah. I mean the bridle path up to Brimham. So, and as of Monday, they'll be getting the chairs out as well. So
They will.
there you go. Yeah. But they're very shy and they won't appear on camera. So you'll have to come and visit. You have to come and visit them yourself.
Long one to Brimham. This could be fun in these conditions. Oh yeah. Slick tyres. Yeah, this is definitely going to take some traction control, but and as you can see, conditions here are a bit changeable. Can become a bit of a river if it's rained or, in this case, snowed. But there is rock underneath most of it, so be prepared to get a bit soggy. And this bit up here can get a bit boggy as well. Talk about winter wonderland. Why? I think I'm going to get what I deserve in a second. Off Neil. It's a fantastic climb. Nice. But it's it's a great climb anytime, but the weather just definitely spicing it up today.
Yeah, isn't it?
But the views are absolutely spectacular. It's down the concrete hill. Just be a bit steady down here, because the corner of the bottom can get a bit spicy if it's wet. And obviously today, it might be icy too, so brake rather than brake yourself. Oh yeah, very slush and snow. To be honest, there are loads of different routes around Warsill here. You can extend it up into the Dales really easily, but they've just resurfaced this one, so it used to be a bit more of a brick-endy mess. Don't worry, the weather will make it lumpy again, I'm sure. And I don't think these puddles down here ever really dry out, to be honest. And it's up into the farm, round to the right. And if it starts smelling really strongly of fig rolls, then you're going the right way, because there's a big pile of silage up here. And then we turn down past Gilmore Foods, heading back in towards Ripley now. This is probably going to be a bit spattery from here, so I might miraculously switch to the drier footage from Friday, but nice bit of fast off-road, snowy off-road. And they have smoothed this out, putting in this wind turbine here, but there are occasionally some brick ends and bits of tile coming through, so if you're on a gravel bike, just be a little bit wary. Big rat and all. But what tyres for running over rats? There we go. And if you've ever done the Scotland 100 gravel challenge, you'll know this section well. It's the last bit of rough off-road before. Well, no, it's not, but
This is the fun bit of it anyway. But we turn right at the end, not left. All bridle away, and it's back to summer again now. No hint of snow. And again, nice and fairly spicy on a gravel bike. But fine on a mountain bike. Alright! No idea what that was about. And then up Cutthroat Lane. And I have to say, this is such a good name for a track, it's Cutthroat Lane. I don't know where it comes from, I should do some research really. But it doesn't sound like a happy ending. And then we just dropped down here, on the road, into another off-road section, so quite a spicy turn off in the wet, so just, you know, take it a bit steady. There we go. But you know, the more speed you can bring onto this section, the easier you'll find this little kicky climb at the end. And it's quite lumpy as well. There's a few cobbles in it, which means it's rideable all year round, but it does mean it's a bit greasy. Oh, and bouncy on gravel bike. Come on, keep going, Kes. No con today though, not with that wheel slip in the middle. And then this pretty much links you back in to the Kestrel route. So I deliberately designed this loop so it overlapped that. So if you fancy a big day out, you got the Buzzard, the Buzzard, whatever you want to call it. Both of them link together nicely. More bobbly cobbles. Little chicane into the field. I can't believe how dry it is here when we've been riding through snow. Oh, there's still a bit of snow there though. God, I love the English weather. And you've got to love being able to ride a route like this straight from Ripley. I reckon that's another Buzzard merchant there. Now then, it's fantastic to see loads of different people. So like I say, this is a Kestrel just down here. If you've ridden that route, you'll recognise that, and if you're keen to see me do a fly past on that, you know, just get in the comments and let me know, because that goes off that way. We're going that way. Well, it goes that way or that way, depending which way you're running it, but we're definitely going right on the Buzzard. See, most of this is farmland, and you're going through. Cheers, Amy. You're going through farmyards as well, and through fields with livestock, so make sure. Oh, nearly crashed. Make sure you shut all the gates, or leave them as you found them anyway. You know, do not litter. Cows and sheep will pick that up and can choke on it. Round to the right, Sarah. And, you know, this is a working landscape, so respect it. Again, be good visitors. And then we'll be welcome here, and more people will open up like Smelt Bakes and sell us cake and wave us through and be happy to see us. Because that's what we want. We want people enjoying having us here. And then through the ford. You just can't. Thanks very much. And through the ford. I mean, obviously you can go the other way, through the gate. Join, you know, take the Kestrel route, but sort to make it a bit different. And just kind of showcase more of the routes that are available around here. There's so much riding of this type. Loads! So these routes are just kind of intended as an introduction, really. Cherry pick the best ones. But, you know, feel free, obviously. Go and make up your own, or just find shortcuts and tailor the routes to what you want. Another section of Drovers Road. This is the last bit. If you're running
clockwise, but weirdly it always smells of plasticine. If you're a 70s child. Anyway, I'll let you make up your own smell board, whatever it is, for this route. Certainly plenty of agricultural aromas.
That's so cool.
So, there you go. The Buzzard route, 34k of mixed road, gravel, off-road, out around Nidderdale, as far as Brimham Rocks. Loads of opportunity for quality nutrition all the way around, especially if you loop up into Brimham Rocks for the National Trust tea up there, and there's, you know, there's the ice cream place at Birchfield, there's village shops, there's pubs, so, you know, do it in a couple of hours like we have today, or, you know, take all day over it. It's an absolutely cracking route. Well, it's a, I mean, I'm sorry, that's self-praise. It's an absolutely cracking way to get out into Nidderdale and have some spectacular views and a bit of technical riding thrown in as well. So, thanks very much for watching. Thanks to Giro Cycling for sponsoring the channel at the moment. Thanks to SRAM for the loan of the Stigmata CC gravel bike that I was riding today. Thanks to YT for the loan of the YT that Sarah was riding today. Thanks to Neil and Amy for coming along as well. Just for the cake, to be honest. And massive thanks to my Patreon subscribers who support the channel on a monthly basis, and they get exclusive, early and extended behind the scenes footage as a thank you. So if you really like what I'm doing with the channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon. But for now, click for notifications, subscribe, give this a thumbs up if you'd like, so YouTube know to share it a bit more. And yeah, I've been Guy Kestevan on Guy Kes TV, riding the Buzzard gravel and mountain bike route in Nidderdale. Cheers.